products. I'm going to start with a rinse out. Now, I'm going to explain my grading system, and then I'm going to tell you how it made. I'm going to rank it, and then I'm going to tell you how it made my hair feel. Okay, so good morning, evening, wherever you at. If you are new, welcome. Hello, my fams. If you've been here, hey, hey girl, welcome back. Or hey sir, welcome back. However you choose. The grading system that I have came up with, how I grade these products. So you have to blow me away to be in the favorites. Let me explain. So the standard grading system is from like 0 to 64 is an F. That's an F. It don't matter how you slice it, dice it, unless they have changed it. But I am going to go by what I remember how they did it when I was in school. You get a 64 and below, F. You just damn failed, or you just fucking failed, as some people would say it. A D is 73 to 65. That's a D. Still bad, still failing, still failed, but it's a D. It's not as bad as an F, but it's still bad. No matter how you slice it and dice it. Still bad. Okay. Now a C is from 74 to 82. And then from 83 to 91, that's a B. 92 to 100, that's an A. 92 is an A minus on the scales. A 91 is a very strong B plus, almost A minus. A 83 is B minus. A 74 is a C minus. 65 is a D minus. Like you just, you know. And then 0 to 64 is an F. Just F. Okay? Just fucked up. Now, that's one grading scale. And then I like to use another one. How I grade the products is from like 1 to 10. If I'm putting it, my favorites are going to be, if I'm going to do the grading scale of the A's to F's, my favorites are going to be from, and I've amended it a bit, from 91, which is like the strongest B plus, which is like right there B plus, all the way to 100. Because there's some products that was in the favorites that may have been knocked down a bit. So I'll give it some wiggle room. From 91 all the way to 100, those are my favorites. Okay? But if I'm going to do it from 1 to 10, I'm going to say 8, 9, and 10 are like top favorite products that I've used. So that makes sense. From 91 to 100. Then I can go from, sorry y'all, it's been a long week. Then I can go from 8, 9, and 10s if I'm doing it by the numbers scale. So that's why I said I had to kind of like amend the scale of how I grade, judge, and what I think of these products. Middle products. That's from a 90 all the way to a 74. That's to be a wide variety. Sometimes I have those middle products that are like right there, like they're right at a 90, or they like at an 89. Close, but not quite there. Or they like an 88. Strong middle products. Middle products, I would say anything below, I would say from a 73 to an 80. Okay. 70, the middle products are going to be from like a, the middle products that's like, okay, you're in the middle. I would definitely say would have to be anywhere, if I'm trying to be fair, from like a 84 to a 78. Those are my middle. 85 to 90 in the middle categories. Those are like high ranked middle products where if I can't find my favorites, I'll go to those first. And I'm like, well, it was in the middle, but it was like a high ranked middle product. It just missed the mark of going in the favorites. I'll still buy those products. And look at that. I'm never going to buy anything that I hated. Okay. Unless I'm doing a revisit to see, do I still hate this? Then you may get years later that. Okay. And the middle products, if I'm thinking about it, it's going to be from maybe like 84 to like, yeah, from 84 to 78 makes sense. The lower middle is going to be from like a 74 to a 77. Like I have to really like okay, you work, so I'll give you that. But ain't shit special about you. You worked, and that's it. But if I just hated you, and you ain't did nothing that you said you was going to do, just straight out lied and garbage, then you know where it's going. Now, what I want to talk about is this rinse out, because this one, at first, I was like, I don't know. I knew I didn't hate it, but this rinse out conditioner, I didn't use enough of it. I finished it today or earlier. I'm going to say earlier because I finished it like earlier last night. Well, yeah, today, last night, whatever. However you want to say it. Because this, I was using a little bit of it when I finished a rinse out conditioner. And I only had a little bit left. Used that once. And then I only had a little bit left of another one. Got to use a little bit. So this one, when I first had to open this up about a few weeks ago, I only got to use like that much at first. And then the next time I got to use like this much. Okay. So yes, I finished this bottle. And I had to judge it by using it all over my whole head, not just, oh, I ran out of one rinse out, let me use this, so that way I have coverage and only get like a little corner, a fourth of my hair, then I only get like half of my head. No, I actually use this all over. This is the Curlada conditioner. Smells great. At first, I was not too sure because it says rich moisturizing conditioner, which it is, remnants of tropics, formulated with certified organic ingredients, coconut oil, chamomile extract, mano de Tahiti oil. It's clinically proven to strengthen, soften, repair, and restore dry hair condition. That's what it says. Look, these names. It says it's supposed to soften, detangle, moisturize, and hydrate your curls and snap. Okay. Here's what I think. It does have some strengthening products to it. They're right. They're not lying. Because I felt like a squeak. I was like, oh, I don't know. But I think using it all over my whole head, it felt better than I thought. Because at first I was like, I don't know. I'm going to get this like a C. Like a D. This was giving D. This was giving D list at first when I used a little section, and then I had you once, and I was like, I don't know, and then I was like, ooh, I only got to use it on like part of my head versus like another rinse out that I loved. But when I use this by itself, I am going to rank this particular product. I am going to actually give this a solid, on the number scale, a 7. because it felt softer than I thought it was going to be. I'm not wowed by it, by the way, but it's not bad. Felt better than I thought it was going to be because I had to use it all over my whole head to kind of be like, okay, I I'm not in love with it. I at least can deal with it and I at least like it. I do not hate it. So, this I would say did better than what I thought it was going to be. It does do what it claims to do. Not a favorite though. Let's get into these ingredients. There's water, cetyl alcohol. Um, I'm not sure how to pronounce that third one. Sterol chloride. Sorry if I'm sounding robotic, but I could not pronounce that one. I'm sure it does something. I have to look that up because that's the first I've seen that in a rinse out. Maybe it's an abstract, possibly, or something to help give slip because this has amazing, great slip to detangle with. I will say that. So they're not lying about that. Cetyl alcohol, polysorbate 60, certified organic, coconut oil. The coconut oil, that's where the strength came in. Me and coconut oil have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes it could be in a formula and I love it. Sometimes it could be in a formula and I hate it. So for that, because it has high coconut oil probability, you know which grade I'm gonna give it. From A to F, I done went back and forth with this. I'm going to give this product, it's not a B plus. It's not. It's not a 90. But I will at least give this an 86. That's fair. 86 from out of a 100 to 0. This is an 86. So this is a B. It's a B. It's an 86. It's on the lower scale of my upper middle. So if I need something that does both, fine. Because I liked it better using it all over my whole head. Because sometimes one section you're like, ugh. But once it's spread out, because at first I was like, you're going to feel a little squeak, when you rinse it out. But that's the strengthening part. But it does soften up a bit. So I'm going to give it an 86. On that note, B. And for the number scale, I give it a 7. 6.5 to 7. But you put it how you want to put it, basically. So because it's ranking that way, 86, I'm still going to give it like a 7. Okay? Not a bad product. Just had to use it over my whole head. Think about it. And really figure it out. Now, let me go back to some of these ingredients. They have like a Montana flower extract. They also have camellia, gardenia. Hell, I can't pronounce the rest of that, but not bad. Let's go to the next product because I'm starting to sniffle.